Hey, it's me, Longridr, and welcome to a series in which I will be showing you how to create this here Pegasus from start to finish, and every step along the way, from animations to modeling to texturing to sounds. I'm gonna do it all, baby. Show you exactly how I get to it and make all of it. Kick. You do a basic attack. We'll put it at full playback. Bam. Any mob behind it? Boom, gone. And then we have idles where it neighs. So here's one. And then we have like just this. And so in everything, I'll go through the animations, the sounds, how I made them. I make them in Ableton Live, so that'll be a fun little adventure. And I hope you enjoy. If this helps you in some way, I hope it does. Hopefully this whole series that I am going to do is quite the adventure for both you and me. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Hi there, and welcome to the introductory video of watching me model a mythic monster for our new Minecraft expansion add-on. And the one we are doing right here, right now, is this here Pegasus. It's quite majestic. So this video is definitely going to focus on the whole block making process. So I'll be building it from the ground up with groups, cubes, and all that jazz. But not just this one, the baby too. Don't forget the baby. So I'll show you how to get to this point. Hope it helps. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Here we go. I haven't done this and recorded making a model, so this will be a first-time experience for me. First thing I'll do is I'll load up Bedrock Entity and name it a Pegasus. Heck yeah. And another Pegasus. What are Pegasus, might you think? They are horsies with wings. So, of course, I'll need a reference, which is this horsey here. And the way I got this is actually pretty simple. You have to go create a new project, make sure you have the plugin installed, which is this thing right here. But yeah, Entity Wizard. And then you go Entity Wizard, click on it, and let's go. As you can see, I named it Horsey. You go to the appearance, which you'll have to choose the appearance, which is the horse appearance, believe it or not. The behavior, which is the same as the, none of this really matters. It's just showing you. The next steps, you have to export it as a new pack. It'll save it inside your development resource pack folder, I think. So if you want to delete it, you can. But then you export it, and then it creates this project. Do I want to keep it? No, no thank you. And then the Pegasus. To start, as we can see here, I'll add a group, call this the root, because everything needs a place to start, even bamboo. So, I'll show you a reference right here, but to get a good viewpoint on how the size of things are here, you can load up this here seat position, and then I'll do this real quick. You can't press keys while you have this loaded, but move it to like that. And as you can see, that's about how it looks while it's in game. We don't really mess with the scale at all. So, going off of what we know there, I want to make it a similar size, but not quite, because this is going to be on the smaller size of things, or side size, something like that. I think what I'll do is I'll aim to make it about, I don't know, about the size of this whole square, maybe reaching past the tail and head. Yet to be seen. But yeah, so I'll load up a block. Nope, wait, actually, I want to keep the root alone and create Pegasus. There we go. Yeah. Ignore what you just saw there. Pegasus. Yes. And then you add a cube. And just to guess, I'll wager a bet that I need to be about le big and maybe le long. There we go. Yeah, I think so. A little bit like that. So, let's load up the seat position, why don't we? Grab the move tool, move it down. Imagine a saddle sticking up right there. I'll have legs right here going down, legs right there going down, probably. Maybe a little bit past. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. We can work with that. And we'll have to also match the texture stuff, but that'll come later. Right now, I want to get the basic shape of a horse. I think to start with, I have to remember what type of tail they have, because this is the first time I've done a horse in a while. I think for the legs, I'll stick to mirror modeling for now, just to get a good idea of how things should look. Oh my goodness. There we go. And usually lumpy business gets a bit more lumpy in the back. That makes sense. Okay. And then a bit smaller up here. Yes. And there's the first kind of ligament that we'll work with. I'm just going to draw a basic outline for now and see how it goes from there. 45 degrees. Vertex snap, very useful. It's just pops on 2 points together. Actually, before I do this, let me turn on something. I forgot about this. Uno momento. Here we go. I have the, what is it, cursor highlighter thing? Wait, what is going on? Why is it doing this weird 1 sec. Once again. Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, now you can see what I'm doing. Let's go like this. And while mirror modeling is still on, we're going to stick vertex snap on this bottom left corner and put her right there. Yeah, there we go. And now it's going to be kind of flashy, as you can see. Flashies are bad. You never want a flashy. But we got to keep the shape of the horse consistent. So we're just going to leave it for now. Get a rough estimate of what the size is that we want, which is like that. And there's another semi-ligament, because I think this part, I'm going to have to watch videos later on animations, but this part moves, I believe, and it'll move up there. And so just to be sure, see how it kind of works, we'll move the pivot point to the very corner if we can. Will it let us? It might. It's gonna be kind of finicky. It's about as close as we can do it, but yeah, this is where I want it to turn. It'll be easier to edit once this is in a group, which I can actually just do now. How I'll name this is left leg. Might be kind of weird with the mirror modeling, but left leg 1. And as we progress down, I'm going to change it to left leg 2. There we go. And this will be the first part of that. Left leg 2 will in turn start its... Yeah, okay. So mirror modeling, I'm going to turn it off. It never likes to work how I want it to work. Very unfortunate. But we'll placebo it for now. We'll just pretend like this other part of the body is here without being there. It's going to be a two-legged on one side creature. Just picture it from the side. Yes. So... next part, add another group, lift left leg 3. Also, I normally don't care about capitalization, I usually just don't do it, but seeing as how I like to, I don't know, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Leave it uncapitalized for now just to avoid any accidents, and the only things are these two that we will need to change if changes need to be made, because there's always some sort of problem happening with projects like this. What in the world? Okay, now it's doing something really strange. Okay, there we go. Weird. Ignore that. Now, legs. Continue on. This, I think, how I'll do it. I'll rotate 90 degrees. Vertex snap. Wait, grab the right corner. This vertex to that vortex. Vertex. And bang. Now it looks like a deer. But that's fine. So we'll go up a little bit more. We'll have to create a hoof. This will be the final grouping. Hoof will be here. Now I don't want to go too crazy extravagant with a hoof. But I'll do something like this. And then... it'll be part of the actual bone. Let's get a good hoof for reference here. Hoof. Wait, horse. Hoof. I gotta get a close-up. Okay, there we go. Let's get this like that. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, there's a little skinny part there, and then it reaches to the bottom. So, alright, it has a lump, and then a nice thin part back down to the hoof. Got it. Let's do that. So, we're gonna imitate that kind of, like this. This will still be the part of the foot bone. 45-degree turn. Gonna go a bit skinny here, and presto. Okay, close. Not quite there yet. Get a little bit more distance in, and then this part of the leg, I might want to make a little bit skinnier. There, ever so slightly. This one, I might actually go like this, because it gets pretty thin out near the end. Split into two. Now, they do have kind of a bulge here, but it's not going to be too noticeable right now, so I'll hold off on that. Take that down. We'll leave that. I want to give it more of a natural feel instead of a... oh gosh. Any sort of rigid edges. So that feels just about right. Almost a bit too much. Just a little bit. A hint of a enlarging there. Okay. I do like that. That works for the most part. The majority. I feel like I do want to adjust this slightly. So let's just do that then. That's a bodacious booty right there. Let's make it a little less. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Now, get rid of the flashies just a bit, and wing bang boom. There we go. A little bit of depth. Cool. Now, the front legs gonna be a little bit different. And as we can see, I'm probably gonna do some adjusting. Like this part, I do feel like I shouldn't have widened it. And I'm just gonna go back off onto like that. Now that is quite the long legs, so we run into impasses like this. Let's reduce the size just a bit. Okay. And this part. Good. Actually, yeah. I'd say that's about right. The hoof now I might need to make a bit smaller with what I'm doing. But for the most part, I'll see how it comes together. Okay. Let's sit here and picture this for a second. I feel like I need to T-pose this quite a bit. Right now, it's doing like an in-action leg. I don't really want to do that. So, what should I do here? If I'm going for a back leg, I feel like this top part is okay, but the hoof part, I need to make it more straight up and down for now, because it has to work with that perfectly. Okay. It might be a bit too. Let's go 15-degree-ish angle. And then take it down a bit. Do I need the extra tuft right there? For a horse, you probably would, but I think in this case, it works a little bit without it. Okay. A little bit like that. A little bit skinnier there. And then the hoof. They do like an angle outwards usually, it seems, so to get this correct, I might have to do some sort of angle break in it. Yeah, I'm guessing so. So we'll go like this. Okay, there we go. These will work fluid, hopefully, or in fluid motion. Still emulates that small part of it. Now, I like that a bit more. Yeah, I think so. For a horse leg. So the front, this will be... Actually, let's do a bit better here. Left back leg. Depends on how many they have. If it's just one leg, it'll be one leg. And this will be the arm usually, but I don't know if the horse's limbs are considered arms or legs. I'll just say legs. So front left leg. Left, oop, capitalizing again. Front leg. 1. And then we'll take this little cube over here and set it like this. Now, let's get a nice cube to show where the shoulder rotation will be, because I need a good reference in my head. So let's draw this out like a stick if I can. And then what I'll do here is grab the hoof, which actually these need to be separated. This is left back hoof. Hoofed with a D. Yes, indeed. Let's not do that. This is left leg. Or, well, left back leg 4. I have to stay with the naming conventions because I keep forgetting. This is 3. This is 2. It's a process, you know. We work on it as we go. Back hoof. Bring that to the front hoof to about where I think it should be. It's still a bit too big. I need to squeeze out a little bit of the essence. of the butt and bring the essence of the butt forward a little bit. Okay, looking a little bit more sassy. Yeah, that's the right word in that situation. So, bring this to left front leg 1. This will be the last bone. So, left front. And it's not 2, it's just front hoof. There we go. So, let's see here. Now, as far as joints go, it has the shoulder, it looks like, the elbow, and then the hoof foot thing. Yes. I think. And it has like a wrist going down, so it would be more like this with another bone there. Is that correct? I think so. Because there's probably another muscle up here, but let me make this and see how it goes. So first, get correct sizing on it. Not quite as big as the back. So we'll make it kind of thick-ish at top. Get rid of this cube here that was extra wherever I hit it. There you go. And then this guy will be a little bit smaller. And I think it'll move more towards the back. This one. Now, as far as positioning goes, drag this like that, this like that, this one a bit like that. Cool. Now I have to dissect it. Not really. I have to move it into its different cubes. So this is the top. So we'll make these its own cube to be left front 2. And then a bang a boom, left front 3. Take the front hoof, put it in there. Cool. Now, these look about the right size. I want these to be a bit aligned because it'll help with animations. So let's go like that. I don't know what a horse looks like from the front. That'll be a something to come soon. But for now, I think this is fine. I might have to go move these a bit back though. And then this, I'm sure, a bit even further. No, that's about right. Is this part of the same bone? I'm confused what I do here. Okay, I see what I did. So these will now make sense, and then this will definitely make sense. Cool. Bridge the gaps. And then there we go. I think I can get behind that. As far as the front of the body, I kind of let's get a good view. How does it look next to a person? Let's see. Seat position. Let's grab the Pegasus. Move it down. Move her right on down. You know, I can feel the size. I can feel it. Not as in a physical sense, but in a mental fortitude sense. Okay, we'll go like that. And now, the most important part, the booty hole. I'm kidding. The head. We're gonna add a neck. So create a neck bone, and then inside of that we'll create a bone. Yeah, sorry, group and cube. Where am I getting? I don't know. Naming conventions. Yes, indeed. So take that first little cube. Where'd it go? What happened? Where is it? It's invisible. Oh, I'm moving the group. Oh, I see. I didn't make it yet. I see what I did wrong. Add a cube. Nice. Now the orange means nothing. That's just how it does what it does. I'm going to do a 45-degree turn. We'll increase the size quite a bit because it looks like they carry their size of their neck, the base, a decent amount. And then we'll take it down further. And something like that. Okay, a decent start. We do want it to have a glorious mane, so the mane will be here. Actually, let's think. How do we want to do a mane? So if I was to do a mythical beast, I could do like flowy, wavy hair. And if I was to do that, I do it on planes because you can convey it easier. So I think I might try that actually. We'll go like this, add a group, and this new one will be flowy mane. Yeah, there we go. Add the cube, which won't be a cube. It'll actually be a plane, but don't worry about that. We're getting to it. Center pivot. turn it into a plane. Voila. And we'll make it almost the length. Center pivot again. Rotate 45 degrees. I have to make sure it's aligned. It's not exactly aligned. They like to do that because I messed with the everything about it, you know. Okay. Now, a flowy main. What I'll probably do is copy this over to the other, like, left and right parts of it, but I'll show you right now as a visual. Let's see here. Okay. And nope, that didn't do what I wanted. Duplicate. There we go. And 45 degrees. Why? Oh, I didn't fully rotate. Ignore me there. 45. And copy. It's doing some funky things. What am I doing wrong here? Let me think about this for a second. This is already rotated. No, it's not. The cube is rotated. That's probably where I'm going wrong. How should I do this? Let me give this some thought here. Usually I don't. Okay, new idea. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna leave the movement and rotation of it to the flowy main, but inside I'm gonna piece together the planes like so. And then center pivot. Nope, don't do that. Okay. Pivot tool. And then bang, boom, mirror. Awesome. Mirror is very useful for a lot of different reasons, but it's great for just moving things quick and easy. Center pivot, move the pivot down to the correct position, and 45. Gotta reposition a teeny bit. Okay. That works for now. I could align it better later, but you know, I like the look of that. And the hair kind of comes from the center. One thing I guess could be easy. This works. So now, next part. So we have the base neck thing. We, you know, hide it. There we go. Now a new group, neck 2, which actually. Do they? Well, I have more. I don't think it'll just go straight to head. They don't do much head movements. I mean, neck movements. It's mainly just one neck that goes down and then the head. So, well, for now, oopsies. Don't want to do that, but I do want to do this. Like this, extend the head out a little bit more, but shrink it to give the illusion of something bigger. And the head, and it'll be facing. Should I have it facing forward? They're usually at an angle, but I think for ease of animating as like a T-pose, having it look straight forward, although it may look a little bit off. We'll see. I'll just model the shape of a horse head. How would I want to do this? Okay, I think I got an idea. So we'll just model it out like this. You definitely have a jaw that's way too big. And it kind of goes to another part that is further up and slightly bigger-ish. The bottom of the jaw starts out kind of muscly right there, then tapers off and ends at about the same way. I basically made a dragon. Yeah, that's not how I want it to be. I think what I'll do is make this the same size and just make the nose a bit more, maybe. Okay. We'll go from here. It's a good basis. It's definitely grown a bit too wide, so gonna have to adjust that later. There we go. It looks like I'll bring the mouth up a bit more, like that. And the muscly bits, the jaw, I should say, will carry out. Okay. Something like that. Should I start? I might want to start the head again. My brain just isn't processing how a horse head should look. Let's redo this real quick. We'll start from just this. Okay, I need a reference photo. Pull up a horse head. Okay. I think I got it. So a horse head will go like this. I want to make this go taper off a little bit more at the top. And basically I'll make one big box, and that's going to be kind of where the head is. But from that, I will be able to make it even better. See? Horse. But not quite, not quite. This top part will create a bottom part, and that'll be the separation we need. But I think, let's see here, should I do an angle on the bottom? See how that looks. Yeah, let's try that. Go 10 degree. Gonna have to get some editing with it, but I feel like it could work. It could work. And to top that off, I want to emphasize a little bit of a jaw structure. Okay, I mean, the bottom part is kind of coming together. Kind of, I say. But let's figure out the top. Okay, bring this forward maybe a little bit. This has to be just big enough to open. And there we go. This will be the bottom jaw. Bottom jaw. The bottom jaw's pivot will be right here. Now let's see where we're at in terms of the mouth location. Just double checking. Definitely too wide. Gonna have to adjust that. 1, 2. Okay. I can get behind that. Or ride it as a horse. So, now I want this top to kind of match the bottom in a way, while still being its own thing. So, definitely going to bring this side in. Match it with the bottom. Okay. Now horses will have the eye on the side, right? Is that how it goes? But what I do need is an ear. Okay. Like that. Nice, nice, nice. I can do that. This goes up to fill the whole thing. Now how do I want to do the mane in the front? I could have it like reach a peak like this, but a Pegasus. If I want to be a Pegasus, what could set me apart? I could do like a mix between a unicorn and a Pegasus. I could do it. Now to do that, I would add a little horn thing right here. I don't want to do anything crazy though. But just seeing how, let's see how this goes. To do it. What would be cooler riding? If you're riding a horse, let's see here. Move it down here. And seat position. Okay. I want a really cool first-person view. I feel like, yeah, a horn would add a little bit of extra pizzazz to riding mechanics, so maybe I'll do that. But who knows? I might decide against it in the end. Don't really know yet. Seems like a fun idea, though. Why isn't this like going up the same amount? Oh, that's because I'm silly. I'm very silly. Okay. We'll go 35 degrees. Vertex snap this end with that, and this will be ever so slightly smaller. I need to actually shrink the main one too. We don't want it to be too crazy big. There we go. And then maybe I'll just do it even longer. Why not? Center pivot to make it easy so I don't have to reposition. Can I just set the pivot be right a bit? Well, no, I still will need to. Whatever. We'll go 70, not a full rotation, but still quite a bit. And like that, we still have a bit of room to, no we don't, okay. I have to make this a little bit wider. And then this part, like so. Okay. I want it to feel like a horn. So this ends at a point. I kind of don't like it being so flattened, so let me make this a group, call it horn. Well, that might coincide with another horn that we have. No, this works. This works. So center pivot, pivot tool, move it down a bit, forward just a bit, and 30 degrees. Maybe 15. Yeah, maybe 15. There we go. Okay, me thinking different. What if I do this? And actually, here, I'm gonna go like this. Before I fully commit to this and experiment by having the horn, I'm gonna do the mane on the head thing. Head, bone, bonehead. Actually, I think did I create an extra bone at some point? I probably did. Let's just undo what we did there. This is the head. So let's get rid of that. Let's call this the head. So as to not confuse myself in the future. Put it in the neck, because when you select the neck, you select everything so that it all moves as unison. Makes animations way easier. Transformer. Now, do I want a horn? And if I want a horn, do I want to make it cooler? I could just go along the lines of a straight. That could probably, you know, benefit in the end a bit more, possibly. What is 3.25? Okay, let's try that. Let's do a regular unicorn horn. Nothing too fancy, snazzy. No curves. Just perfectly, you know, up and down. That's how it goes. Alright. Actually, I don't like that. Let's not do that. Let's go like this. It's too plain and simple. Lean it forward, like the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I'll leave it like this for now. We'll just see how this goes, and maybe go with it. Or maybe move it more up that way. Yeah. I feel like they should be close to the back, but then we need to shrink the mane. We don't want the mane getting in the way of the horn. Okay. Okay. I can feel it. I can feel it. Now, this I will make longer, because I'm going to give off the illusion of having a tail. Now, imagine this. This is just a plane, but I'll be drawing, so it'll be all wavy and flowy, and behind it will be an alpha channel, so you won't see anything there. It'll be like a PNG image. So don't worry about that. Might have questions. I have questions, always have questions, but they'll be answered at some point soon. So now, do a better job of melding this with the rest of the body, and then this, probably go like that. Which actually, let's make sure we do this right. Left back leg, select the whole thing, copy, flip. Anything there. We'll have to add a butt, obviously. But, okay, where can we improve this? We definitely, it's getting too skinny near the butt level, I've noticed. So, let's go like this. Raise this down a bit more, give him a slight little chest thing. Okay, just about. So I feel like they're a bit more thin, or well, bigger towards the bottom, and I like the size, so... Okay. We need a tail. Nothing is complete without a tail. So, select the whole Pegasus, we do tail 1. Now the tail of Jack Sparrow begins. We create a cube, move that cube to the butt crack, the left butt cheek. Drag it up, move it there. Center it. Okay. Now how do I want to do the tail? I want to make it thick and bushy, but we'll start off a little bit tapered maybe, and then go bushy tail. Now with cubes, how would I emulate this? Let's give this a thought for a second. What I would do is I'd probably make one level, about level to it. Maybe. This will be the bushiest part. And then go up here. This part should be angled. Yes. Okay, I figured it out. Should I angle it with the actual tail, though? No, this I want to be just made to be angled. So we'll go 30 degrees, maybe 45 degrees, like so. Bring these up, like so, and then we'll do a little curvy thing at the bottom. Might need some adjustment, but you know, that's how it goes. Okay, something like that. Basic shape, get it planned out. This will be really skinny, and then it'll taper off even more at the end to an almost fine point. We'll go 2. Okay. Now how does that look? Well, from the side. Let's get rid of the mane so that doesn't confuse me. Let's see how the proportions look. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. Move this up a bit more. Copy paste this part. Oh, this is the front. Okay. Okay, is that better? A bit longer of a neck. But I gave it more of a, let's see, flowy mane, re-enable. Yeah. How would this look? Tools, set up seat position. Pegasus, let's move you down. Probably like around there. Yeah, alright. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. This part I could shrink a bit. Okay, the T-pose position, almost good to go. Now I want to finish this part. Make sure it's swell as can be. The taper off ending though, I do want to make it pointy. So that's about as pointy as I can do. I want it to be movable though too. So if I do this, I'll need to like emulate these going back and forth this way. Just do something sort of fancy animation to make it like it blows in the wind. And when it actually goes in the wind, I want this part, see, right around here. So these two will be the base. Tail, oh wait. No, I did this backwards. These will be tail 2. Tail 2. And then if I want to emulate how I want the tail to work, let's make sure we have this correct. Because when I get to animations, I want to make sure I have everything set up. Okay, this could go like this when you're flying. But maybe a bit down. No, it needs to go probably to the bottom here. Oh no, don't select the whole thing. What you doing? What you doing? Cool. Oopsies. No, what did I just do? Nothing. Don't worry about it. But also, I could just change the whole tail, or make the whole tail move with it, part of it as well. I want to do that more on the edge here. And that could work to start off the animation, I guess. And then this could lean even further. Yeah, I can get behind that. Alright. Do I want to make it poofier? That's the question. I feel like Pegasuses need a poofier tail. How would I do that? We'll just extendo-atron the rest. There we go. Now it's majestic. Now we're talking. We're cooking with thought process. This though, what did I do here? No, I feel like that makes sense. It makes it be like a poofs. Alright. Well, there we go. Now it'll look a bit different once it's textured, but I feel like for the most part, this is about how I want it to be. I'm gonna also have to make a baby, so I gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna probably take this apart and create the baby. Should I do that early on? Might make the process a bit easier. Once I'm finished with this model, or this base model, I'll do that for the baby. Maybe leave the horn off the baby. This though, I don't like it rotated. I think I'll just go like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. Keeps it very Minecraft-y. So, what do we have so far? We got the neck separated. Let's go with the pivots here. This will rotate. Oh my goodness. This highlighter thing is throwing me off a bit. Go here. And then we don't need too much rotation. Got the flowy mane part 1 and part 2. We got the main head. Let's see. Pivot tool. You want to put it at about the base of the neck part, or where the neck meets the head. Yeah, that's about right. The horn. Don't really need to do that right now. But bottom jaw, I almost feel like the mouth is too big. You feel me? I might have to shrink it a tad, because I know they don't show much of their mouths if I'm any sort of wannabe horse expert. So in order to do this, I think what I'll do is take this copy, and I'll leave it the same size and make the front of it smaller. Okay, this will shrink, and then there we go. Now, is this too small? That's the question. Trial and error. Yeah, this is a bit too small. A bit too small. Maybe just a bit like that. Bottom jaw. This is not part of the jaw. Let's move this back into the head part. The bottom jaw, the actual bottom jaw. Like this. Yes, yes, there we go. Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. It's ready to go. Move that up. Like so. Cool. It's pretty small. I don't think I need to add a tongue, and I wouldn't have much room for that anyways, because like this is thin. Oopsies, don't want to do that. The joints here, let's get these pivots set up. So this one will rotate about right here. Yeah, like that. Okay, looks good. This one we'll take down and move it forward. Is this, let's see, does this joint move backwards or forward? I think it was, oh man, my brain. I think this part was, yeah, no, this is correct. And then this part, we'll see how it looks all set up once I get the pivots correctly placed. So this, let's pretend, go like that, then like that. Something is off. Something is off. I feel like it's too small for some reason. But why would that be? Trial and error, that's all it is. If I take this up, and then maybe bring that forward a bit, make it look a bit stronger. Pivot this up more. Okay, looking okay. And these ones just bend backwards, if I believe. Still a bit touchy, still a bit finicky. Let's move the pivot tools. Because what if I move it one like that, I raise this up and I'll texture the top of it so it fits in. This one, I will, wait, what am I doing here? Yeah, this one, pivot closer to the front because it bends backwards for the most part, the majority. So I think just having it like that, that's how I want to do it, but it doesn't leave a whole lot of space for trial and error, you know? Okay. And it like shrinks. I'm gonna go with it. We'll just call that good for now. Because now I think it's about all we can do there. Could do like a blended muscle group thing. But no, I think it's good. Front leg. Okay, I'm fine with that. This looks good. I'm gonna paint it and then see how it goes at some point, but for now I'm happy with this base model. With a fluffy poofy tail. It's gonna be fun, be a joy. Oh wait, I gotta, what am I doing? I gotta group it up. So we got tail 2 here. Got tail 1. Get rid of this. So tail 1 and the full thing. And this part will be the next part of the tail that is going to move. And then we probably want this part of the tail to be another part. So group tail 3. And then the pivot will bring it to the top here. Which actually the center. Got it. Now the last one. This will be tail 4. Tail. Actually, I like calling things end, at least when it comes to tails, because if I ever move over a tail animation, the last part of the tail usually moves about the same, so it kind of stays consistent. Okay, we got that. Now, let's just copy paste everything, see how it looks, and flip, copy paste, flip. All right. I do feel like I might need to bring the front leg up more now that I look at it though. Maybe that's what was missing. It takes a bit to sniff things out, but I think, yeah, that seems about right. So what if I did this instead? Doubled it. Wait. I'm doing that backwards. Doing it backwards. Nice. And then bring that forward a bit. Move it like that, and make it one bigger. I almost don't need this to be that big. I could go like that. Almost doesn't seem right. Kind of like it being big. Alright. Now, maybe I can afford to go... No, I want to go one wider. I wanted to keep it in line. Okay. Okay. A lot of power. Yes. Now I might revisit it, but I think this is looking good. And what I'll do is I'll now create a, let's see, bedrock entity. Call it Pegasus Baby. This is just the working title. Pegasus Baby. Gonna have to edit it later, but for now. And now we'll take this whole thing, copy, paste. And I definitely need to readjust the height of this one for sure. Like that. The baby, do the same. But with the baby, I want to keep a similar shape, but shrink everything. So what I like to do is a process of elimination. Go like that. Like this, shrink it down a little bit. But it'll still be a bit babyfied, if that makes sense. Probably not. Gonna have to also readjust all the positions on things. This down. See, now I got a little short, stubby foot thing. Now I'll get rid of that. Hold on to these. Well, actually, I'll go like. I'll get rid of this. Bring this down. Shorten this a bit. And yes, right about so. Bring the back leg forward a bit. It's not going to be big enough to ride. It's a baby horse. You can't really do that. But we will shrink the body about 5, 2, 1, 2. And bring it down a bit more. Forward. The tail. Be less extravagant, but get rid of that. Bring that up. Get rid of that. Bring this up. Shrink that a bit. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Take the top down. A little bit smaller there. And nice. A little tuft. Take the forward. We obviously don't need that. The whole head now would probably be brought down. We want a similar build, but we want a baby head. Got it. So, I actually might make this a bit taller here. Nice. Okay, now shrink the front. How big would I want this to be? Like that, maybe? The horn, I will shrink down quite a bit. It'll just be like a little stub. Cute little stub. This stuff in the bottom jaw. Bring back. We want to keep it about the same size. I still feel like the neck is a bit too long. Take that and go like these. Well, actually, wait. Go like this and move the whole head so we don't mess anything up with positioning. We don't want to raise the neck anymore. We'll just lower it. There we go. And this. It's fine to go like that. No, it looks too much like a dinosaur. You know, I think that's fine. The mane, definitely don't want a big one, so we'll shrink this, save on space. Okay. Ears stay the same. Horn, about the right. But now we have baby. Maybe a bit shorter here. Left front leg, we need back leg. Bring that forward. The cube, bring that. Then the flowy little tail thingy. Bring that forward, down a bit. Well, no, it needs to be up. But we'll leave it like that. I think this could be adjusted to be like that, possibly. maybe. Okay, looking okay, looking okay. Neck. Still feel like it's a bit big, so let's shrink this a bit. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Possibly like that. And take this up. Move that up. Move this whole thing up one. Lower that down one. And maybe reduce this too. Let me vertex snap this before I do anything crazy. And shrinky dinky. Okay, like that. Reduce the size. Now it looks like a dog. Now it's back to a horse. Okay, yeah, all right, that's cool. I'll also have to do wings. That's another thing. That's another thing entirely. But we'll get to that, cross that bridge here in a moment. But now that I have the base designs, I'm good to go on the whole wing process. I forgot to shrink it from the wide section. Don't want them to be too wide, but I think that works fine. 'Cause we do want them to be kind of cute in a way, because they're just babies. Okay, that works. Now, for the regular Pegasus, we'll see. This is the design of ours. This is a regular horse. So as you can tell, it's a bit more bulkier, taller, and more majestic. I can get behind it. Now we need wings. Ooh, wing part coming up. Wing time, baby. So, create a new group. This will be wing left, and create a bone for the wing. See, I knew something was missing when I was looking at him. Like, I'm missing something, because I remembered I was making a horse to begin with. Because we all start somewhere. Now, a Pegasus wing. It's above the shoulder right here. I think we'll go with that. I'm gonna do like a T-pose style build once again. So I'll lay it out. This will be the first bone. This will be the second bone. And then we'll take it all the way over here to the last bone, which will be wing left 2 and wing left. Now, the cool thing about calling them directions is that it just automatically, when you select it and go like that, it changes to wing right. So it just does it for you. It changes naming stuff. Makes it a lot easier and more conventional for use for me while I model. And don't have to worry about the small stuff. So that's great. I'll take it. So yeah, that looks like big enough wings, maybe. Let's see. I want it to be at least the length of the horse. Yeah. And then I want the feathers to kind of go out in a way, while also being attached to the body there. So, okay. It's gonna start out a bit thicker up here. Stay kind of thick there, and right there it's gonna taper out. But now I need to make the planes. Oh good, I keep accidentally big thumbing things. Control S all the way. So I want this to go pretty deep. And we'll move the whole thing down one so it fits. And I want the planes to be slightly offset, so the flapping animations can be... Well, with this one, do I need to? If I'm doing feathers, I might not need to. It usually helps if I'm doing like a fold-up type thing for the wings and stuff, so that way they're not in use. It just helps me hide them better. I think for now I'll do that. Have it underlap a bit, because when I make this part flap, let's see here. Oh. Let's move the pivot. Take it right there. Put it in line. We have to make sure it's perfectly in line. Okay, right there. And this flaps up. Yeah, it should be covering. And it shouldn't be flowing through that, because then when it flaps down, I don't want it to come through like that, but well, how should I go about that? See how I have it on this. So these, it's yeah, completely different. I need to open up the griffin to really get a good look. Okay, ignore everything I just said. I'm gonna go back to... Okay, this is how I will do the wings. I'm gonna make sure it's even. Even Steven. So this side I need to move down a bit. There we go. Is it centered? Yep, perfectly centered. As all things should be. This. Move. Do that. This last one. Wait 1 sec. There we go. Had to turn my air conditioner on, and now it's off. Back to being able to think. We'll take this, go like that. Create another plane. Bing, bang, boom. Drag it out a bit more because we want some feathers popping off. Which actually I might do that with this one too. Ignore the flashies. I'm going to get rid of one side. So that's just an afterthought, you know. Okay. Pivot tool. I might have to make it fold at the top too, just so that, well, maybe not, maybe not. I could probably get away with it. If I need to, I'll do it as an emergency, but that's only if I need to. So we got that. Let's copy, oh, is the whole wing good? What are these 2 cubes here for? That's that part. These are that part. Let's unconfuse it. There we go. Now, if we copy, paste, flip, the whole thing is there. Awesome. Now, the reason why I'm not doing it now, just so I get that out of my system, is when you create the texture, we're trying to save on texture space, especially because it's an add-on pack, so we don't want things taking way too long to load. So what I do initially, before making any changes, is just copy create a texture with all this, and then I copy all the parts over, and if I need to do anything different with different limbs, I could then do it, but like after I get rid of all the empty vertexes or UVs sides. Like I'll probably get this one will have a very big large mapping of the UV, and one side won't be mapped because I'm gonna clear it when it comes time to actually create the UV map. So that'll save a whole lot of space, and then I can have more room to do little small adjustments and add customized thingies to it. It'll be more of a process that I'll show down the line, but yeah, that's my current thought process on making things easier later. Water. Okay. We'll take this wing. Nope, not that. Wing right. Why is it wing right? What happened there? You know, let's just not worry about it. Wing left 2. Yeah, stay like that. Copy, paste the wing on the baby Pegasus, and look how big it is. Holy moly. But that's fine. It's not gonna stay like that. We are going to adjust it. Don't you worry, your pretty little face. Although that would be hilarious. But it won't. It can't stand in this modern society. That's too much horsepower for one Pegasus to have. Short stubby leg there. We will shorten this by a whole load. So go like that. Like that. Take these. Bang bang. And then wowie, super small. Oh. 1 sec. Jump scared by my alarm. Holy moly. Alright. Guacamole. So yes, that works. We'll just move this about halfway, and then definitely shrink it by a lot. There we go. These a bit too much as well. It won't be able to fly. It's too small. So we don't have to worry about the wings looking like they're ready and majestically ready to fly. And I like that. Cool. Good to go. The Pegasus, I think, is almost ready for phase 2. I believe so. Let's, I have to save this into a folder. Give me one moment. Now that I have the first version saved, normally I save a lot more. For posterity and time-saving sake, I didn't do my hundreds of usual versions of saves, as one would. So, I saved you the time and trouble of that. Now, I think what I'll do is head on to making the actual textures, or get them prepared at least, and color coordinated. Figure out what color I want to make them, which I have an idea in mind. I have to actually do 2 variants, or 2 spectral color variants. I think the main one will be white, is what I'm thinking so far, and the second one would be pink. I kind of like that. It'll make it majestic, and I'll have to do that for the baby as well, so that's 4 different colors that I'll have to do. I still have to plan that out, we'll see, but for the most part I think that's as good as I can get it for preparation. Okay. I don't think I need the plains dragon anymore. Thank you for your time and effort. The horse, I can leave it around just in case I need inspiration. Like the hooves, I like that. Makes it look like hooves. Take that, note it. Now, okay. Start with the textures. Create a texture, want it to be basic. Add some padding. Yeah, padding. I usually do. I forget exactly in this occurrence if I need that or not. Keep multi-textured. That doesn't really matter, right? Yes, keep that. Okay, rearrange, compress, power of 2, pixel density, lowest. Name of the texture will be Pegasus. And confirm. Alright, now it looks like a robot. We're onto something. So grab everything, create texture, add padding, Pegasus, baby. And bang. There we go. Now go into paint mode. Here, let's just get rid of everything. And you'll see why here in a moment. This is just my process of making things easier. First, actually, I totally messed it up. Let's do this first. So we go here. The top is light, bottom is usually dark. Oh, no. Did it do it for me? I don't think so. I think I need to change it to project per face UV. There we go. And then project per face UV. Okay. Now we can do what I want to do. Take down, remove face. Down, remove face. Remove face. And here, same thing. Click down. Remove face. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and now, next step. This is also a helpful step to do it while it's still colored. We want to grab the west side. We take the west side, we copy it and paste it all onto the east side. So let me do that real quick. Okay, now we've finished purging all the east from the model, and that'll make it easier to paint, at least from one direction, you know, Zayn Malik-ify the whole thing. And by the end of it, it'll turn out great. I got to do that to this one as well. I think that'll be the last thing I do in this session of me working on it, and then in the next one I will begin texturing. So the texturing will be another process entirely. That'll be fun. But yeah, let's do that with this, and then we'll call it good there. Alright, looks good. Just about ready to start the drawing and stuff. We got that all good. We got the Pegasus baby, I think, is all good. Alright, awesome. This is step one, basically. We're done with the basic part of the Pegasus, and after this will be the next fun part. So, yeah, I'll see you in that next one.